So now I'm at the back of the loom. I'm ready to roll on. Remember I said I had the little pieces of yarn. They're acrylic, they're super strong, they're not going to ever break. These are what they look like. They're just this long, and that's all I need to keep the back apron at the level I want it to be at. So I removed those little bits of yarn. I removed the long stick that I was using for slaying, and I just put that in a little stick pile, and I'm ready to roll on. So I come over here and I just make sure my warp is all good. Don't know if you can actually see this. So when I have my back apron here at the top of the rod, and I'm going to roll it on the back, and then I'm going to put sticks in. So bear with me. You're going to just watch me from the back. I hang on to this because it goes flying because of the weight. And it's very squeaky. And then I take a couple of my warping sticks and I tuck them over those rods. The other thing I do is, so this is how I've worked for probably 40 years by myself. Then I come around to the front, and this is another choke, the last of them I believe, and I divide it in two. I kind of comb it with my fingers a little bit just to make sure there's no problems or issues in there, and I give a little tug like that, and then I go back around to the back and roll some more. So I add paper. I also keep paper on my floor. It gets reused and recycled and reused some more. And I do a couple of rounds, and I come back to the front, and I take my warp. See, I do have to kind of comb it a bit here. It does get a little tangled. Like so. And then tug. If I've got a really wide warp, I'll do sections of say 3, and I just go 3, 3, 3, and I'll do that the whole way along if it's really a really wide warp, but this is not a wide warp. So, and then I go around and roll some more. I think I'm going to have to add some WD-40 to this. And I think it's just about ready. It's, I'll do my 3. It's getting close to the end. One more time around here. I watch it. I take my crank off. I get my scissors, and I just, depending on how much yarn there is, I just cut my loops, and I remove the reed, and I remove this front beam, and I move this to the back, to just up and behind there, and then I thread, and that is basically my process. And it's worked for me for over 40 years. So let's see, is this ready to go? Not quite. There. This one. Okay, so I removed my reed, which I'm going to stand up over there. I removed this top bracket of the reed because I want to get right in here close to my petals for threading. So, whoops, I take my nuts right off, put them right there, and so this goes away. This goes away. This is removed. I just tuck my cord down there. I also keep a shoelace on this end because I like to tie my front apron up so it doesn't get loose and do anything weird. So I just tie that around like that. Just a little slip knot, that's all I need. I take that, I loosen these for my front roller, my apron, pick that up, move it over there, pick this up, move it over here, and I'm ready to sit in here. I sit right in here and I thread. That is my warping process.